Hey everyone, welcome to this explainer. Especially a huge shout out to those of you joining us from Assam to cover Unit 3, Sessions 1 and 2 today. We're embarking on a pretty awesome journey. We're going to take you from being just passive consumers of media, just scrolling, and turn you into active, highly capable operators of your digital devices. We're breaking down the essentials of information and communication technology, and I promise, by the end of our time today, you won't just know the theory, you'll be actually putting it into practice right there on your own device. So here's our roadmap for today's interactive workshop. We've got 1, welcome to the ICT world, 2, smartphones versus tablets, 3, apps and app stores, 4, practical, getting connected, 5, practical, browsing the web, and finally 6, wrapping up your session. Let's get right into it. Welcome to the ICT world, understanding information and communication technology. Okay, let's dive into this first section and define the very world we're stepping into here. So, ICT, it stands for Information and Communication Technology, and it is literally the bedrock of our modern digital age. But, what does that actually mean for you, right? Well, it means having the power of anytime, anywhere access to information and resources. Whether we're talking about a computer, a smartphone, or a tablet, these devices process data and connect us in ways that effectively shrink the world. Whatever you need to know, boom, it's always right there at your fingertips. And these tools seamlessly bridge our personal and professional lives. Just think about how ICT blends into every single day. At home, maybe you're kicking back with the television for entertainment or using a phone to call a friend. Socially, we're all on smartphones staying connected on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. Then in the workplace, it's a totally different ballgame. We rely on these exact same systems for creating documents, running complex calculations, and making online payments. And obviously for education, like you're doing literally right now, we use ICT to gather data and master completely new skills. Moving on to Section 2, Smartphones versus Tablets, choosing the right digital tool. Now that we've got a handle on the broad concept of ICT, let's zoom in on the actual physical tools we hold in our hands. When we compare these tools, it's really all about the trade-off between portability and capability. Both are essentially just wireless personal computers with touchscreens, running operating systems like Android or Apple iOS. But let's look at the actual differences here. A smartphone? Super portable, right? But that smaller screen makes things like media editing kind of tough, plus it needs pretty frequent charging. A tablet, on the other hand, gives you this beautiful, much bigger screen, making it fantastic for watching videos or editing photos. It also usually boasts a much longer battery life and higher storage capacity right out of the box. So the real takeaway here is just choosing the right tool for the specific job you want to get done. All right, Section 3, Apps and App Stores, the power inside your device. Let's shift our focus from the physical hardware on the outside to the software on the inside that actually makes these things useful. Because let's be real, a screen is just a piece of glass until you add some applications to it. So how does a smartphone actually do so many different things? Well, it's all thanks to software programs called applications, or just apps. And every device comes right out of the box with these built-in default apps that let you communicate and organize your day from minute 1. You tap the phone app to make calls and save numbers. The camera app uses your front and back hardware to snap photos and record videos. The calendar is your absolute best friend for keeping track of appointments, and the mail app lets you send and receive messages using accounts like Gmail or Outlook. But what if you need more than just those default apps? Well, there's a whole world out there, literally hundreds of thousands of other apps you can download for free or buy. If you're using an Android device, you're going to head over to the Google Play Store. If you're on an Apple device running iOS, you'll be visiting the Apple App Store. Think of these as your massive digital storefronts for expanding exactly what your device is capable of. Okay, Section 4, Practical, Getting Connected, Hands-on Device Setup. This is where it gets really fun, guys. The theory becomes practice. Grab your smartphone or tablet right now because we're kicking off our hands-on practical session. You're going to actively follow along with your own device for this. Just like you have to, wake up and get ready before tackling homework, your device needs to run its basic processes before taking instructions. Step 1, locate the physical power button on your device. Step 2, go ahead and press it. This wakes the whole thing up and loads the operating system, whether that happens to be Android, iOS, or Windows. And step 3 is arriving at your home screen, which is that main display area where all your little app icons live. All right, I am speaking directly to you right now. Go ahead and hit pause on this explainer, physically find that power button, turn your device on, and then unpause me once you're staring right at your home screen. Seriously, go ahead and pause right now. Welcome back.
Okay, now that you're on your home screen, let's be honest, an unconnected device is pretty limited. We need the internet. So, step 1 is to tap into your device's network settings. Step 2 means making a choice based on where you are. You can either select Wi-Fi, which connects you to a local wireless network, like the router in your living room or classroom, or you can enable your cellular network connection, which gives you wide area mobile data and lets you use things on the go. Okay, it's your turn again. Suspend playback for just a second, dive into those settings, and verify that your device is successfully connected to either a Wi-Fi or cellular network. Just make sure you've got that active connection, and then press play to keep going. Great job! Moving to Section 5, Practical. Browsing the web, finding information online. You've got power, you've got a connection. Now we're going to use our devices to explore the World Wide Web and find some actual information.
So the World Wide Web. It's basically a gigantic collection of information stored on computers all around the globe. And to access it, you need a specific app called a web browser. This could be Google Chrome, Firefox, Safari, whatever you prefer. You'll want to locate that specific icon on your home screen, tap the touch screen to open it up, and then look right near the top of the app for the address bar, sometimes called the URL box. That is where we tell the browser exactly where we want to go.
Time for a little more action. Hold it right here. Physically tap your browser app to open it, locate that address bar at the top of your screen, and then resume playback when you're ready.
Excellent! Now you totally can type a specific URL if you already know it, but honestly, most of the time, you're just going to use a search engine. Let's look for something highly relevant to our region for this unit. Tap that address bar and type the phrase National Health Mission Assam, so we can find some critical digital health information. Once you've got that typed out, press the Enter key or the little search button, and then use your finger to scroll down the screen through all those results your browser pulls up.
I think this is the most exciting part. Stop the audio, execute that search for the National Health Mission Assam, scroll through the text and the images using your touchscreen gestures, and hey, when you're done exploring, come right back here for the wrap-up. Section 6, Wrapping up your session, shutting down properly. Fantastic job on that. You just successfully retrieved digital information using your very own hardware. Now, we're going to finish up by learning how to shut down your device safely so it stays healthy and secure. Those physical buttons on your device, they're there to help you navigate efficiently. Step 1. Whenever you're super deep inside an app or way down a web page and just want to exit, hit the home button. It brings you straight back to your safe starting point, the main screen. Step 2. When you are totally done for the day, press and hold that power button to properly shut down your device. This closes the operating system safely and preserves your battery life for the next time you actually need it. All right, I've got one last practical task for you today. Take one final pause to practice hitting your home button to get out of the browser, and then go ahead and power down your device completely. You can always turn your device back on later, but for now, just look at what we've accomplished together. We started out by defining ICT and how it literally connects our homes and workplaces. We navigated the hardware differences between smartphones and tablets. We figured out how default apps work right out of the box, and how app stores let us add even more. And most importantly, you practically proved your skills by booting up, connecting to a network, and successfully browsing the World Wide Web for real information. You are no longer just sitting back, watching technology happen. You're operating it. You're in control. So I'm going to leave you with this final thought. Now that you hold the incredible power of anytime, anywhere ICT right in your hands, what entirely new knowledge will you search for tomorrow? Keep exploring, keep practicing, and I will see you in the next explainer.